What's up you guys? So it's been a while since I just did a sit down video. I've been doing a lot of vlogs recently, which has been so great, but I've been getting a lot of requests to do a video about journaling. I've been posting, not a lot about it, but I've been posting it occasionally on my IG story. Don't forget to follow me on IG as well as subscribe and follow me on TikTok because I've been posting on there a lot more. You already fucking know the fucking quarantine vibes. I look very quarantined today, off topic, but my hair has not been this grown out in years. Quarantine makeup, the quarantine outfit, but you know, it's very good cause. So I just wanted to use this video to talk a little bit about how I journal and I guess my tips and tricks and how you can get started. I know everyone does it a little differently, so I just wanted to share what I do. So I guess the first question is why journal? I think I've been journaling since I was literally 5 years old. Obviously it's evolved since then, but it was just kind of a place for me to always express my feelings. My mom especially just always encouraged me to express my feelings and to write my feelings down. It's just always been a space for me to work through maybe confusing feelings or just big feelings. Obviously we experience a lot of emotions just throughout our day, but I find that whenever I experience something very like, I want to say profound, but you know, maybe it's just something that's like I just feel really strongly about, whether it's good, bad, whether I'm angry, really sad, some kind of like big realization, I always try to write it down like as I'm feeling it or as soon after something happens that I can. So I guess it's less of a place for me to like, oh, here's my daily updates, but more so just like something I go to when I feel really strongly. When I write down my emotions, it's kind of like talking something out. So maybe I'll discover something or have a realization while I'm writing something down about how I feel that just makes it make sense, puts it into perspective, or just helps me get through it. Oh, this actually gives me clarity, this gives me context, this gives me perspective. It's just a good place to come to those realizations. How to journal? I honestly just write like I'm writing to a friend, or like, oh, here's the tea, but it's like, okay, nobody needs to know this but me. It's a safe place, you know, you can say whatever you want, you can talk in whatever tone you want, you can be funny, you can like just write a list of maybe how you're feeling, draw a picture, like it's just really your space to do whatever. There's not any real way to do it. What's gonna make you feel better? What's gonna like help you get through whatever you're going through? So like I said, I am not one to journal every day. I don't have really big emotions like that every day. So my journal goes from like maybe I'll go a couple months, honestly, which sometimes I wish that I didn't do that, but that's just the reality. Sometimes I want to journal multiple times throughout the week, sometimes it's once a month, sometimes it's just like whatever. But I did rediscover this 5-minute journal in my bookshelf. I feel like something like this would be good for someone getting started. Basically it gives you, it's not really prompts because every day it's the same, but it tells you to list 3 things you're grateful for, what would make today great, and then write some daily affirmations, and then at night you write 3 amazing things that happened today, and then how could I have made today even better. So it's just kind of a quick little, literally like 5-minute journal. This is a good way to get started, and I know there's a lot of journals like this that kind of give you prompts and show you how to do it, so you can try that. But then also I literally just have like a million notebooks where I write stuff, and I literally have a box of old journals at my parents' house. I know some people also combine their planner with their journal, so maybe they'll do something like little 5-minute journal alongside their planner, so while they're planning their day they like write about how they feel, maybe write some affirmations, and that's a great practice to get into as well. Is that something I do every day? No, just because I'm not always like in the mood, but like I definitely try. And then I feel like I already mostly covered this, but I guess what to journal about, again, I just really go to it when I'm feeling something very strongly or something happened that I feel like this is gonna change my perspective or my mindset from now on. So for example, one time there was this guy that I was kind of hanging out with, and I just remember I started just feeling really anxious and not being able to sleep whenever I was with him for no real reason that I could like think of. And then I was doing a little bit of IG investigation, and I found out that he basically had a girlfriend, and you could just tell it was like a new relationship. Like they had just started posting photos together like on IG. You know, when you post a pic with somebody, like that's when it's serious. So then I went back to my journal and I was like, oh my god, yeah, like around this time I started just feeling really like weird around him, like again for no real reason, and it's like my subconscious was just kind of telling me something was off, or like this isn't what it was anymore, or like whatever. So that's just, I guess, an example of like, you know, you can go back, refer to your feelings, because we feel so much like all the time. And we also just think so much. It's easy to forget. And sometimes going through old journals, it's like, oh my God, I forgot I was even going through that mentally or emotionally, or like, I forgot that happened. Again, I use it more so as a documentation of how I'm feeling internally, rather than like, this is what I did today. Like, I mean, you can use it for that, but I just kind of find that that gets repetitive, and it's like, sometimes it's just like, there's nothing to update. Quarantine be like. So for example, during this time, this is such a great time to really document like how you're feeling and, you know, what the fuck is going on and how you feel about it, because it's such a weird time. A tool for growth rather than like a planner. So I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you journal? Do you journal kind of similarly to how I do? How long have you been doing it? Do you not journal and you want to get started? Do you have any tips and tricks? I would love to hear all of your thoughts down below. Again, this video was very requested, and I hope I covered everything, but if you have any questions or you want to share something, feel free to leave it in a comment below. And also, quarantine has made me bring back my Tumblr. My Tumblr used to be really poppin'. It was like probably one of my #1 social media sites back in like 2014, 2015, 2016. But yeah, I brought it back, so I mostly just use it as like a vision board or like a mood board, but you could also ask me questions on there. I can't wait to read all of your comments, and thank you guys so much for watching.